Hey guys, Jen here from Craft Penguin Planner. Welcome to my channel. Today we're starting something new. This year I am using a bullet journal as one of my planners. This one is my social media planner. So I want to give you a quick flip through of what I've done so far, and let's go ahead and get next week laid out. So this is from Paperage. It is part of a journal kit that I got. You can get it off of Amazon. This is the kit. It comes with a whole lot of things. Pens, stickers, washi, and stencils. I just did an actual review of it on my TikTok if you want to take a look. So I did a vision board right here with some of my goals and things. And then I made these follower trains, as I liked to call them, where each month, starting with the first of each month, I'm going to be putting down how many followers I have. And then I have an extra one for December 31st. For my Facebook group, I have my Facebook page, my Instagram, my YouTube, which is this channel, and then my TikTok. Then, we flip over into my monthly. As you can see, I still need to actually do something with this other than just lay it out. There's that. This washi is what I use to kind of date this, and I use the stickers that were from the kit itself. So I thought that was pretty awesome. This is just an added sticker I added. But then I have a weekly spread. This one's for this week. Now, I should have, if I was thinking about things, I should have done this and this after this. But I wasn't thinking about this until after the fact. So I'm learning. I'm doing something new and different. So, I've got a week already set up before I added these. These are for just tracking. It's the pixel kind of year things, tracking to see like how many posts I post in a day. I think this will be fun to keep in track on. And yes, I added a little live box here. Now I can't really go live here on YouTube until I hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you want me to go live, you're gonna have to get the word out to do some more following, okay? So I've got one for my Facebook group, my Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And I kept the key the exact same for everything. Okay. I just kept it the same. I do want to try to do some lives somewhere, even if it's TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, wherever. I want to try to do some of that this year. So now we're starting with a blank page. When have I ever started with a blank page? Never. I usually use an actual planner. This is my first year in a bullet journal. So, but I'm not using the pens that came with the kit. Okay. These are the pens that came with the kit. And while I love them and they're felt tip and they're amazing, I don't know if you could tell, but there's a lot of bleed through from the monthly. But I used the gel pens that I bought separately, by the way, for this spread, and you really can't see it. There's a little bit of shadowing, but you really can't tell. I love the fact that there's a bookmark in here too. So let's flip to a new page. I don't think I'm adding any more of these kind of stickery things. By the way, I am looking at adding this chart piece to my shop if you're interested, and I may make like a blank key or something. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is that something you're interested in? Just let me know. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm very traditional when it comes to some of this stuff, and I like to use black. You can use whatever color ink you want when you do your stuff. If you want to go crazy with different things, do it. All right. So now I don't know what to do with this box down here other than to just like Um, you know, decorate it. So the one thing I mentioned in my review on my TikTok page about this particular stencil, and it's the stencil that gets me, is the fact that it's so flimsy that I have to be incredibly careful when I'm drawing it. See, it already did it. It already moved. And it's because that centerpiece is so thin and flimsy that that's exactly what happens. It moves when you try to draw your spread. And that is the only real complaint I have with this kit. I definitely recommend this overall, but the stencil is so flimsy that if you want to have straight lines, you have to really hold this down when you're tracing it. And I feel like it shouldn't be that way. I feel like you should be able to go easier on it. I don't know. But because I've used stencils for not like planning type purposes. What did I do right here? Is my pen being difficult? It must be that one spot in my planner for some reason. What are you doing? Okay. It was just being difficult for some reason, and I don't know why. Anyways, let's get back to it. Oh, I didn't like that spot either. What in the world? Okay. Well, these pens are great, but it's being difficult. Did it again. Because I wasn't holding it. It's going to take me some time to get used to that, you guys. So just know that I might get annoyed with this stencil before too long. Now, I do like the spread, the layout of it. I think it's great, but I don't like the stencil specifically. And I already got smudges on my stencil that I have to fix. There, I just messed it up again. I'm just gonna have to deal with it because it is what it is. I mean, it's fine. But anyway, I am trying this for social media because when it comes to writing things down, one of the things that I loved the Pentrix layout. I'm not gonna lie, I loved it. However, if you know me, I cross post a lot. And because of that, I literally had the 4 boxes because I used the B6. So I was literally posting the same thing in multiple places. So I have to write it here, and then I have to write it here, and then I have to write it here. I was writing the same things over and over and over, and that just gets kind of tiring. Let's be honest. Now, question is, do I want to just leave this completely without the box, or do I just want to put the box in there still? I grabbed one of my reusable sticker books, and I saw like these wintry decos here that I thought were really cute. So I figured I can kind of decorate it. But I guess, see, I really went off right there and there. But where I held it down, it did great. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and put the box in case I think of something to put in there. Or if you guys tell me something that I should put in there that maybe I like and decide to go with. This is for social media, so it should remain social media kind of related. In some way, you know what I mean? I'm trying to keep this where it stays for my socials and not start doing all kinds of weird stuff with everything else. If I want to do more, ooh, that one blotted real good right there. It's okay. And I will have to wipe the ink off of that after. But you learn. I didn't have that problem before last time. So, do I have ink on my hand? Yeah, I do. It's fine. But, all right, so we're starting with a fresh week. It'll be the week of the 5th through the 11th. So, last week I used the large days. I think I'm going to use the smaller ones. These are all from my shop. The stickers I'm going to be using today are pretty much all from my shop except for these. And I don't know who these are from because they're in my reusable sticker book. So I couldn't tell you. But Sunday is down here. I think these are going to be better because that way I can fit the date dot in there a little easier. That's my goal, at least. But the other ones won't go to waste. I will make sure they get used somehow, somewhere. Even if I just use them in here somehow, like I did last week or this week. It's not last week. I'm used to, I don't know, Saturday. There we go. It's been so long since I've gotten myself set up ahead of schedule that it's just like, all right. So usually and I've also been only using my daily for so long that now trying to get back in the habit of doing everything else it's going to take time. But I told you I was going to try to get back on track. Right now, I'm thinking we may still keep Saturdays, even though I work on Saturdays. Today I did work doing deliveries, and here I am filming. I'm doing it. I said I was going to get back on track in January, and I'm going to keep my word. And then either Tuesday or Wednesday. I haven't really nailed it down. Let's see how my schedule works itself out. But either Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Now, one of the thing is I'm using my Classic Happy Planner. I'm using the daily, and then I'm doing this. So I only have 3 planners to kind of rotate between. I was kicking the idea, and you guys drop it down below and let me know. Do you think this is a good idea? What if my daily videos I split into 2 parts? Maybe do Wednesday and Saturday where I have like Monday to Wednesday and Thursday to Saturday. So it's like 2 videos, but they'll be shorter. So it won't be as long. Maybe it'll be like 30 minutes instead of an hour and something. Let me know what you think about that idea. Because I'm really considering doing that. I really like this bear though. I'm trying to decide how I want to put these down. These are really cute. They've been stuck in here for a little while, but I just got to be careful peeling them up. So we're going to decorate a little bit, and then I will put a few things in here, and then that'll be basically it for the time being. I don't have everything, but as you could see how I did it here where I'm using icons and then just doing one thing per whatever I'm filling in for the week. I think that's going to work out a lot better for me than the pen tricks did. And it's only because I kind of like this one too. I don't want to use everything here, but maybe we'll use this little like cloud. Yeah, let's stick with that. I can always use these. I know there's 2 of these, but I can always use some of these another time. But I think I'm gonna leave it there. It does give me some space if I wanted to write something in. I can, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I honestly don't know when I'm posting any of those days. Except I did go ahead and cut these because I didn't write it in this week at all for quote of the day videos, but I did them every day this week and still will do mine tomorrow. But the TikTok video is a thing that I do. I've been doing a quote of the day video every day for a while now. And I want to kind of continue that. I do enjoy it. And it also gives me something to post if I can't think of anything else. Let's be honest. But one of my goals this year is kind of to be more consistent with posting. And since this is going to be on TikTok, we're going to put the TikTok icon down. See how I'm doing this? It's a lot better. And if I were to post this on another social, I would put multiple icons, like you'll see me do here in a minute for at least a few of these. So and by doing things that are repetitive like this with the stickers, it makes things a lot faster for me because I don't have to handwrite it in there. Am I in frame? I feel like, going a little off. So, yeah, my, instead of having a Pentrix layout, you'll have a bullet journal one instead. Now, if I find another stencil that I like better for a daily layout or daily weekly layout, then I may buy one. But for the time being, this is what I got. Now, I am trying with TikTok to post like multiple times a day, at least twice a day for most days. I don't know. I have to kind of go with the flow and figure out what I'm posting when. But Sundays, I know I have my Show Me Sunday post for the Waddle. So my Facebook group. So we're going to put that down here. That one I generally only do in my group because everywhere else is kind of hard to do that. But if I start getting myself back on track where I'm planning ahead of time, I can actually start doing my planner spreads on Instagram again, which would be good to put down. But right now I'm going to hold off. Saturday is Daily Plan with Me for YouTube. So we're going to have that. And then I will share it to my group and to Instagram. So the question is, do I want to write it in now or wait? I might wait until I'm off camera. It's just easier, I guess. Friday, I'm not sure. Thursday, I am doing a sale. We hit 54K sales on my website. So I'm doing a celebration and sale kind of thing this weekend, but the sale is a grand reopening sale because I moved to Shopify. So that was one of the things that I've been working on for a while. And it's been the last couple weeks. So I'm going to be doing sale. I will probably still post this on TikTok. It's hard to post it here on YouTube because I can't do like photos on YouTube. I can on TikTok. So I will post like graphics or whatever and I'll put that here. And then this, I'll just use a sale begins script for that, and that'll be posted on all platforms. So see how this is working out better than me writing this 3 or 4 times. I think to me it's so much easier because all I have to do is put my little boxes, put what platforms they're being posted on, and write in what it is, and then check it off when I've posted it. Easy peasy. I'm actually really happy with this so far. So, I mean, this week I did. So, I probably should get or make some small scripts that are like the months. Do I have small? I have small month scripts, but I don't have them this small. If that makes sense. I didn't make them small enough with the intention of putting them in this area. So I might have to make myself some so that way up here it actually is clear what month it is. Yeah. All right. Something to think about. But that's really it. That's all I've got. But I'm enjoying this so far. I showed you kind of what I've done with it so far. I took a lot of time to make these. I was trying to make them every week like I was doing in my Pinterest, but I couldn't because it just didn't work. It didn't, I couldn't make it fit. There's this nice pocket in the back here. So like these stickers that I use regularly can go right here in the back. I worked today. I did deliveries today. So my brain is kind of like blah, 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 blah. Sorry. But yeah. I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. So anyways, I'm enjoying this so far. I hope you're excited to come along the journey with me with the bullet journaling. But oh yeah, I was saying the trains, I tried to make 52 weeks so I could do one every week, but they were just too small. Even if I did it across 2 pages, it was so small that I would have to write in squares a little bit bigger than this to try to write. And no, it wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. There would have been like 2 of these squares combined or something. No, it was too tiny. Anyways, I'm going to quit rambling. I'm going to get off of here and let you enjoy the rest of your evening, day, weekend, whenever you're watching this. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are excited for this journey like me. And if you did enjoy, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.